Welcome to Pickles, where you send me situations you need to talk your way into or out of, and I provide free, unlicensed spin doctoring. Let's get to it. We got actually a big one today. It's one that's long been on my mind. It goes like this. I've been called up for jury duty. I've already delayed it, so I can't get out of going in. How do I talk my way out of being actually selected as a juror for the trial? Out? You want to talk your way out? You mean talk your way in. Jury duty is very cool. At least, I think it is, because I was recently called up for jury duty and I was not selected. Yes, I'm a little raw about it, sure, but I'm going to tell you all about it right now. And maybe that breaks a few laws, but guess what, Circuit Court? You broke my heart. It's true. So here's how to talk your way in to jury duty based on what little I know from this experience. So my number's called up. I go in and they put us in this large briefing room and the judge comes in to explain jury duty. And I gotta say, she's really downplaying it. She's like, thank you. This isn't really a big deal. It probably won't go on too long. We've got tea and coffee. There are vending machines. And you know what, Your Honor? If you're watching this, if it pleases the court, can I just say, if you want to get people stoked about jury duty, don't play it down. Play it up. We should be walking in to the audio of Atticus Finch from the end of To Kill a Mockingbird. In the name of God, do your duty. No judge should ever enter or exit a room without the Law and Order sound. I think most Americans think that happens anyway. And sprinkle your spiel with quotes from The Verdict. Today, you are the law. You are the law. Not some book. Not the lawyers. Not a marble statue or the trappings of the court. Peanut M&Ms are $1.25. I know, feels like a ripoff, but they hit the spot. That's how you get people into it. So, I'm selected to be of the first 14 to go into the jury box. And the way it works is they ask you questions, and if you get them wrong, you get eliminated from that round. You have to go home, and you can't compete for the next challenge. They don't really talk about it that way, but frankly, Your Honor, if you're still listening, you ought to. It gets people into it. First round of questions, they are basic. They are like name, occupation, marital status, children. You're supposed to give quick answers. Everyone does, except for one guy. He takes the dating show approach, where he's like, I'm Joshua, call me Josh. I started a successful real estate enterprise, and it's growing. God bless. Not married yet. So no kids, but I really see that for me. Will say, though, I am a proud dog dad, and I am really missing Haas right now. I mean, pal, what are you doing here? And yet, this guy, pretty sure, got picked to be a juror. And I think I know why. Because he, unlike me, was wearing a fleece. Lots of people were wearing fleeces on this jury. And what does a fleece say about you? Nothing. The fleece is the 40-degree day of garments. And that's my first theory about what the court is looking for here. They want people who are unexceptional, so unexceptional that neither defense nor prosecution can really take exception to them. So, be non-threatening and complicated. Next round of questions, prosecutors got this one, and everyone gets asked, what do you do to tell whether a witness is telling the truth? Don't do what I did. Do not get overexcited, overanalyze it, and allude to the question's inherent epistemological paradox. I didn't use those words, but I gave off the vibe of someone who would. Okay? Meanwhile, the fleeces behind me, one after another, start going, I don't know. I just listened to my gut. The first person said it, prosecutor nodded, then all down the line, yep, what he said, my gut. No follow-up question to that. No. So tell me exactly, how do you evaluate witness testimony with your colon? What probiotic yogurt drink helps you sort fact from fiction? Nothing. One after another, they're all fine. I'm pretty sure that's the question, by the way, that got me sent home because the prosecutor made a little mark, and I didn't last much longer after that. Next round, though, we got more intense question. We're all asked about our expertise being fair and impartial. One guy crushes it. So we're all trying to give our best answers. This guy, first of all, he acts surprised by the question. Nothing says honest citizen like acting surprised by a question you've just heard asked of 6 other people in line in front of you. And he goes, I don't know. I just try to do what they taught us in kindergarten. I just try and treat everybody fair. Pretty sure the judge groaned in satisfaction. Like, thank you, you beautiful simpleton. Thank you for refusing to analyze any part of your experience after the age of 5. This is what I'm starting to think, though. I think in general, this is actually broadly applicable for any pickle that you're in. If you are posed a serious question that requires thoughtful insight, and you don't have any, but you still like to squeak by, here's what you do. First off, treat the question as if it was the answer to the question. So if you're asked, what do you do if 2 witnesses tell stories that don't match? You say, well, yeah. The thing I would ask myself is, if I got 2 people with stories that don't match, because that's going to happen, the question I'd ask is, what's going on there? And then before anyone else can figure out what's going on, add the words. This is very important. Add the words, and what that looks like. And what that looks like. It's kind of magic. It takes a vague answer and caps it with something even more vague. If you add, and what that looks like at the end, people don't know what to do. They're like, and what that looks like? And what does what look like? Are you asking me what it looks like? Or am I asking you what it looks like? It drains all the energy from the meeting, leaving you the last one standing. Try it. Try it at work, if you like. Helps you get ahead in things. But because, again, it's a question phrased as a statement, no one knows what to do with it. And what that looks like. It is what it is of non-answers. As far as tautologies go, it is pretty taut. It's self-taught, actually. Okay, so basic takeaways from this whole experience. First of all, if you're selected for jury duty, in the name of God, do your duty. Try and get on there. It seems so amazing. It's so elite to get into. And second, if you're in a pickle like this, or any pickle, if anyone you know is in a pickle, let me know. I am here to help you. There's the email in the description. Let me know. I'm ready to spin this thing for you. See you in a couple weeks.